What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be playing 2K8, NBA 2K8, one of my favorite 2Ks of all time. Might not be the best, but it's one of my favorites. We're going to be doing an association with the Orlando Magic, and on this team, point guard right there, Jameer Nelson, 78 overall. He's a 6-foot point guard out of St. Joseph, 25 years of age, going into his 4th year. Then we got Tony Battie out of Texas Tech. 6'11", center/power forward, only 66 overall. His defense inside scoring is fabulous. He is going into his 11th year in the NBA. And then we got the sharpshooter J.J. Redick, 6'5", out of the University of Duke, just 23 years of age, and again going into his 2nd year of NBA action. Now, to do some housekeeping before we get to our second player, I did leave Pau Gasol on the Memphis Grizzlies. This is going to be its own universe. This was the year that Kobe got united with Pau Gasol and they went to the NBA Finals versus those Celtics, but we're going to see what happens here. It might not work out that way. Moving on to Rashard Lewis. He's going into his 10th year. He's 6'10", 28 years of age, so he could be going towards the back end of his prime, but he can still score with the best of them. He's 89 overall. He has a 3-point shot, mid-range shot, has a decent handle, and he can score inside over your big man. He is somebody that we want to keep around for the long haul. Moving on to our big man, Dwight Howard. He's going into his 4th season. I think that if you were going to do this game, you doing the Magic, playing with the Magic might not be that bad of an idea. His potential is all the way up. His rebounding, all the way up. Defense, all the way up. Offense, even though he doesn't have a 3-point shot, is all the way up. So he's an absolute dog in this game who can only get better. So he could mess around and be the best player in this game when we're done, or well before we're done. So he comes out of Southwest Atlanta Christian. It's a high school. Obviously, he's 22 years of age, 91 overall already. And like I said, has the potential to be the best player in the game, right along with Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, who are the 2 best players in this game. So Orlando went 40-42 last year. We have no cap room. We have no cap space. We might have to make some moves to get some cap space, but we'll see what happens. I mean, we will see what happens, right? So here goes our bench, and our bench is decent, but not great. We do have some guys that I think can blossom. We're going to start with our 6th man, or who was our 6th man, in Bogans. I'm going to change that and give it to Hedo Turkoglu. He's a little bit higher overall, and I kind of like Turkoglu, so he's going to be our 6th man. Foyle is going to be a role player, so is Dueling. There goes Hedo, 77 overall, and of course, he can hit the midi in the 3-point. Not great, but consistently he can. Then you got Trevor Ariza, you got Garrity as well. So our first game of the season is going to be versus the Milwaukee Bucks. We are the home team, as you can see, and I think that this team can make some noise in the Eastern Conference this year and for the years moving forward, because it's not as good as the team that actually got to the finals. The next year they will go to the finals versus the Lakers. I don't know if we're that good just yet. We might have to make some moves. I'm looking at the Warriors roster. It's not a whole bunch of 3-point shooters over there. No, they do have Isaiah Buke and they got Bellinelli over there. But Monte Ellis could be a piece that we might trade for. He could hit the mid-range jumper. He could do some decent things. And I think that maybe we could use him in a little 2-man action with Dwight Howard. He might be more of a threat than a Jameer Nelson, even though I know Monte isn't a true point guard, and that is what we have with Jameer Nelson. So in the first quarter, Dwight Howard absolutely went crazy. He would finish the first quarter with 18 points and 6 rebounds in the first quarter. But obviously he's a big man, so he would get tired, but he was doing work over Andrew Bogut and all the other big men that they had to throw at him in that first quarter. So like I said, 18 points for him, and then we're going to move on to the 4th quarter and see what we can do. It is a close game. Very close game, and Dwight Howard was on pace to put up like 60 points. It didn't happen, but let's see what did happen. So let's head to the 4th quarter. 72-69 is the score. Mo Williams, he has it, and Mo Williams gets the nod. Hopefully, you can find a way to Cleveland and play with the King. I don't know if Milwaukee's going to be that team for you. I'm just saying. So Turkoglu inside. Lays it up with the right hand, but it's going to hit the front rim and fall to the floor. Rebound by the Bucks. They get up to Mo Williams. Mo Williams inside the lane. Same thing happens to him. He leaves it on the front of the rim and it falls off. Dooling has it going the other way. Turkoglu drives baseline, and that's going to hit the glass and then fall into the hands of Bogut. Mason the other way. He gets it inside to Mo Williams. Get that shot out of here. So we do struggle on offense without Dwight Howard and Rashard Lewis out there. So again, I think another dominant scorer, as Bogut says, return to sender. Mo Williams gets it to Red, and he's going to get denied. It is a block party here in Orlando. So defense is pretty solid, but again, another score, possibly to come off the bench, I think is just what this team needs, and maybe a Monta Ellis could fit that role perfectly, even though he is, I believe, 84 overall, so he'll be the third highest overall player on the team behind Rashard Lewis. So I don't know if we actually have a piece to trade for him. So there is a lid on the basket, as you can see. 76-73 is the score. Red has it. He gets it inside, and he's going to lay it up and in the finger roll with some finesse. So we got our big dogs back in the game. We're up by one. We get it to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard inside. Going to kick it outside to Lewis. The mid-range jumper off the mark, but he gets the steal. Back to Howard. Howard slams it in. So if he can't do nothing else, he sure can't dunk. Now we want to develop a post game, but he can dunk, so we don't need to mess with nothing. Rashard Lewis lays it up in with the left hand. They're going to swing it around. Everybody's going to touch. Villanueva from downtown gets it to go. 2-point game. Lewis has it, gets his man in the air. He's going to drive baseline. He gets the shot to fall. He was fouled. The N1 is good. We are up by 5, 83-78. So Greer has it. Fancy little dribble. Gets it inside to Mason. Mason lays it up, lays it in. J.J. Redick's probably the only guy that's a real defensive liability. And then Milwaukee with the N1. Well, not quite. They do hit that mid-range route getting fouled with Yee, but no. It's 83-82 still. So we have the lead by 1. J.J. has it. Gets it to Foyle. Foyle over to Lewis. Lewis going to drive inside over 2 Bucks defenders. And we laid up and in. 85-82 is the score. Off of the miss. Villanueva with the rebound. Lays it up, but does not lay it in. So the putback falls. Not in, though. So 85-82. We get it to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard going to draw a double team. Kicks it out to JJ for 3. And that's going to fall. And now it's a 6-point lead for the Orlando Magic. 88-82. Villanueva's mid-range. Not going to fall. Nelson has it. Brings it up past half court. Villanueva's going to pick him up, and this is a mismatch. Can we exploit it? We can. Nelson lays it up, and he's going to lay it in. 90-82. Under 2 minutes to go here now. Red in the corner. He's going to knock home a triple, and now it's a 5-point contest. Dwight Howard has it inside. He's going to kick it out to Lewis for 3, and that's going to fall. So Lewis knocks it home, and it's now 93-87. Under 15 seconds ago, they lay it up, lay it in. They got a foul. They already fouled once, got to foul one more time. They do that, and now J.J. Redick is going to head to the line to try to ice this game. We're going to see if the second-year man has ice in his veins. The first foul shot is up, and it is good. The second free throw will also be good with that perfect release. So they're down by 6, but they knock home a 3. So it's just a 3-point game with 2.1 on the clock. They foul with 0.6 on the clock. So we're going to hit the first one with another perfect release. And then we are going to try the second one, but the timing was slightly off and we miss it. So they got 0.6 to try to score and maybe foul and score again. I don't know. Garrity's in the ball game. He's going to tip it away, and that is going to do it. So our first game is going to be a win for the Orlando Magic, 96-92 over the Milwaukee Bucks. Dwight Howard is your player of the game. 28 points. After the first quarter, he scores just 10 more points. He grabbed 8 more rebounds, had a couple of assists, not a couple, a few, and 2 blocks and 1 steal. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Peace, love. Hot sauce.